What's up, Bird Dub Nation? Here we are, and just doing this just because. I mean, nothing else going on. Hey, Deki. It's getting a little bit better to deal with this just little by little as we go through this grieving period. But what's up, everybody? No game till next Tuesday? No, Wednesday. No, Thursday? Wednesday against Atlanta, and then back-to-back Thursday against Sacramento. Oops. I forgot to do the ability to live chat with you guys because I set up the live stream while oh my gosh. I was doing a boatload of errands. Basically, I had some car trouble and found myself somewhat stuck today, not home, on the road, so to speak. So I had to set this live up using a different laptop. You guys go check out the latest Deki video right here. Has all these guys: Spoelstra, Mike Brown, Malone, Bogdan, Bogey, I'm butchering his name. Bogey Bogdanovic, and right here is Darko Rajakovic of Toronto. And I will go here and make sure we monetize this. Yes, go over here to start the chat over here. Like my own video. 8 likes, 28 concurrents. Hello. 28 concurrents. 8 likes. Please splash the like button. 20 of you. Get it even. For the love of Deki. Just kidding. I shouldn't, use that as a marketing gimmick. Although I guess I could be accused of that in terms of tonight, but no, honestly, Deki would want us to do one. He would want us to keep going, just like he told Bogey, just like Bogey said, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing in the Atlanta game. Bogdanovic plays for Atlanta. I don't quite know what I was doing, but I knew that Deki wanted me to keep going. So I played, so on and so forth. Some people have logged off because I'm replying to them. What are the Warriors going to do at the deadline? We actually talked about that 2 nights ago. So let's say, of course, we'll talk about trades, but first let's get everything else out of the way. But if you really need to scratch the itch. Check our usual chat notes, and then I shall give you the link to the previous live where you can go to the comments and read about it. There's a lot right there. Now, if you've heard of anything in the news, go ahead and put it in the comments. I already know there's one out there. How do I know? Because Arbel on Twitch and Nicole, excuse me, Nicole, who is always here in our comments, Nicole, both of them always DM me every day of all these little things. But I also knew that there was some talk about Kyle Kuzma. So thanks, guys. So we could talk about Kyle Kuzma in a minute and a bit combined, in a minute. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Hey, Catherine in Japan. Nicole. Oh, thanks. You like them? Oh, nice. All right. In that case, I will screenshot this because this is pro live stream. I should have worn my blue ones. Let's wear my blue ones. Have my collection of glasses right here. Boom. That matches way better because I'm wearing all blue except for the Niners. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're going to smash the Packers tomorrow. I predict a smash, but I'm a casual NFL guy, so I'm probably wrong. And it'll probably be a close game. I do not want that. I want a blowout. I want the Niners to blow out Green Bay. I just do. I want to, all the upsets happening in the NFL, I want them to like stomp on the Packers and go, no, we are in control of our destiny, so to speak. Of course, the Ravens are legit, so I do worry about them, and you can never count out the Chiefs. Wait a minute. I don't even know who won that one. Arbel is a Bills fan. Did they play that? I like I said, I'm a casual, so I don't know the schedule. What is the schedule, my friends? Going a little off track here. Hang on one sec while I copy my screenshot over to DM myself so that I can post it from my phone. Is the usual steps. Why am I like that? That's a horrible screenshot. Let's do another screenshot. Come on. That was awful. Let's get it back to the YouTube channel there. Screenshot. Yeah. Sit back a little bit. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit better. And then check the NFL schedule, unless someone's commented already, told me what's happening over there. What is the schedule anyways? I don't even know the schedule. I am such a casual when it comes down to the NFL schedule. Jesus. Why don't they have it on the homepage? There it is. Chiefs at Bills. Ooh, the Bills are at home. Yeah. Oh, that's Sunday. Oh, cool. I'm going to check that one out. Arbel. I'm going to root for your Bills. I'll root for your Bills. I'm rooting for the Lions because Jeff Zilgett of USA Today is a dude that I met on the beat. He is beating cancer. He is an NBA East Coast Eastern Conference beat writer for the USA Today. He is a super nice guy. Unlike other journalists who feel threatened by me, so they hate me. I don't get it. But this guy, Jeff Zilgett, he's my guy, man. So he used to write for the Lions. He used to be the beat writer of the Lions when he was like 21 years old or whatever. And he literally saw the last Detroit playoff win before last week. So he's a legend in my mind. And he wrote this article on the USA Today saying that, oh, the Detroit Lions, they so deserve, you know, their fans deserve, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, bro, you got me rooting for the Lions now until we meet you guys. See you in the NFC Championship, my friend. And over here, Texans and Ravens, good one. Don't care. Just beat each other up. Is that it? Yeah, that's it, huh? 7 becomes 4 from last week. Cool, man. All right. Check. We got NFL off the list. Let's put that in the description, which has topics. We will talk about trades and stuff. But first, I am rooting for the Bills and Lions and IDC on TEX-BAL. Texas, Baltimore. Do not care. Who are you guys rooting for? Throw them in the comments. Hey, Amy. What a day. Like I said, oh, what a last 2 days. Yesterday, I went to fix my car. It got fixed. And then I drove it. Had a flat. The irony was that they did an alignment. And then I had a flat. So then that was at 5 p.m. and that's too late to deal with a flat. So I had to pump up the tire like massively so I could drive the 5 miles home, and then had to deal with it this morning. So all day I dealt with the flat today, and all day yesterday I dealt with the maintenance on the car. Control arm is what was wrong with it. RJ is about to play in a rec league, I guess. We're getting somebody from the Dominican Republic. That's pretty cool. And let's keep going down the list. Catherine, what's up? Robbie, what's up? We will talk about trades once I get through all of these. Douglas has a trade request. Did you see my last live stream? I had a trade scenario. Real one. I mean, like, much less fake than others, which involved Otto. So you should go check that out, man. Just go to the comments and you'll see the notes in there. You'll see the notes and you'll see what we talked about. Oh, what else? You know what's been great right now, Robbie, is that there's no toxicity that I know of from bandwagon Warriors fans. I love it. Man, we're on the 14th minute already. So check previous live for all the trade scenarios we talked about. And we'll probably repeat tonight. You know, we've got ESPN Lakers Nets coming up next. What's on NBA TV? Let's see. Because I get NBA TV. Oh, it's the Santa Cruz Warriors on NBC Sports Bay Area. All right, since we're Warriors, man, I should have just advertised it as a Santa Cruz Warriors game. Oops. We're playing Ontario Clippers. No way am I going to do play-by-play. I don't even know everybody. But I will say that so at the 15-minute mark, Santa Cruz is actually on TV. On local TV right now. But Jason Dumas reported before tip-off that Nicolas Kerr, coach, said that he thought about bringing up Quinones and Robinson, but decided against it because the two were there when Deki had the heart attack at the restaurant. So we got Gui Santos. Gui Santos, as far as I know, is playing tonight. Yeah, there he is. No, that's Burke. Never mind. Is playing tonight, and there's no need for GSW. There's Gui Santos. Just checked it. Oh, they got the old Warriors. They got the Cohan era Warriors jerseys. Oh, that's tight. That's tight. So there's no need for GSW to announce Gui because you don't have to send guys up or down when they're one of the 15 regular contracts. Okay? So that's why you never hear anything about, oh, Gui Santos went to Santa Cruz today, because they don't announce it. You don't have to announce it. Oh, what a move by Gui just now. Holy smokes. All right. That's at the 2:40 mark, the first quarter. Gui, strong move. He bumped the guy off. I don't think he had that move last year. Anyway, I'll mention anybody else. I don't think Garuba's there either. I believe Garuba was also in the restaurant. So we got Santa Cruz Warriors going on over there. And I was going to say, before I got off track with the Santa Cruz Warriors, is that there's less toxicity now. Thank goodness. So thank you, Deki. Your sacrifice of resulting in less toxicity for a few days. Less Warriors bandwagon toxicity for the last few days. What else we got? Thank you, Reggie. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My guy, Bruce. All right. We need a triumvirate of good comments for me to post these. So let me get one more. That's pro Let's Go Warriors, huh? Inside reporting as much as I can. Yeah. Wiggins and Kuzma. Oh boy. Steven is scratching that itch. We'll come back to it. I promise. Good Lord, I can't type. Oh my God. All right, Steven, you have homework. Go check the comments, my friend. Please do the homework. And make sure the salaries match, for God's sake. HoopsHype Warrior salaries. Google it. You better have the salaries matching. Ravens going to beat the Beaks off the Texans, or the Breaks? The Breaks. Oh, yeah, poor Dallas. You must be a Cowboys guy, but anyway. Feel for you, man. Katie Boyd in the house. Bills have no chance. Now that you said it, I'm thinking they might have a chance because you messed with the football gods. Robbie, I'm going to be the OCD journalist, so you can see my comment. Just let's not do the judgment. I heard there's something judgmental about some guy. Oh, you heard, huh? Gee. Okay. By the way, the Santa Cruz game is being broadcast in like 480 pixels. This is so blurry. It's so blurry. But the uniforms are beautiful. Did I mention? I did mention, but I'll mention again. SCW jerseys are the Cohan throwbacks and are, to be honest, fire. They are fire. You're racing around and you're seeing Gui Santos in like Cohan era Warriors Santa Cruz jerseys. Beautiful. All right. Live in Miami. Oh, poor Dolphins, man. Oh, man. What a way to go out in the cold. All right, Bruce, that's your homework. Please have reasons why, both for GSW and WSH in a few minutes. What else? For a smoke, what? Okay. Do we know that the vets were at the restaurant? As far as I know, everyone was there because it was at least 2 times reported, and neither reporter said anyone was missing. So it's just putting 2 and 2 together. And you'd think that for a team dinner, the whole team would be there. Oh, yeah. VPN. Oh, Bruce, do you use a VPN? And do you recommend one? Douglas Mike's still scratching that itch of trade talk. I mean, it's good for a night like this, but in general, like, I think it's more of an addiction to have that. But whatever, we can talk about that. But I'll tell you my process. My process is that I don't really care about all these scenarios unless there's a rumor, and the rumor has to come from a qualified journalist. And I will give you an example real soon, but I got to get through the comments first and make sure there's no other things to talk about. Like trades is going to be tonight, like the last thing, because to me, it's so boring. Like, I know you get all excited about, oh, what if? Like, I'll bet you're like, you know, Disney plus, you know, Marvel what if fan. Like, I don't fill my cup, as Steve would put it, with all these what ifs. Like, I have enough stuff happens on a day-to-day basis outside of someone dying, okay? Enough stuff happens on a day-to-day basis that, like, the pipeline of content of the Warriors coming in is like usually, other than obviously we're grieving over Deki, but normally that's enough that I don't need to go seek entertainment. There's so much information coming through the pipeline, whether that is someone reported something at practice. You know, I transcribe every single interview. By the way, I have a Steve Kerr transcription with Tom Tolbert coming tomorrow. I had to work on the Deki article tonight, which, by the way, please check it out. It's a huge, massive Deki compilation. So here it is. Massive Deki compilation, aggregation, plus more, though. It's a lot more than aggregation. There's a couple nuggets in there if you look. If you really read through it. Copy that. Put it right here. Yo, what is up with my computer, man? I can't copy and paste. Oh my God, it's slow. I may have copied that twice. I don't know. Okay. Oh, my computer's so slow. I type something and it shows up 5 seconds later. Okay. Now it's better, but still. On the addiction to trade talk. Usually enough in the pipeline, enough information in the pipeline. That I don't need to scratch that itch. In fact, there is more and more information coming down the pipeline. So, for example, Oh, and then way down here, you go to the bottom. There's like Instagram story ones of everybody. So if you click on this, Jonathan Kuminga did that. Gui Santos. Okay. So like I got way more in here than your typical Deki article. All right. So let's scroll down. Nicole's husband is a Cowboys fan. Oh. All right. That's some information. Woj says LAL interested in Bruce Brown via Nicole. Okay. Man, Douglas Mikes, this is not going well for you. I'll explain why soon. Okay, Bruce made his explanation of Cruz there, so that's good. Good homework doing. I can't really say that Douglas really did his homework. Like you put a trade scenario out there, but you didn't have any information behind it, and so now your trade scenario kind of looks like it's all entertainment. And I don't mean to mess it up for you, man. Like it's like being addicted to video games, which this is very much similar to, like thinking that the NBA is like NBA 2K. It's really not. It's so far different than NBA 2K. If so, let me dispel the Mikal Bridges for Jonathan Kuminga, that trade scenario that has a bunch of other names, but who cares? Basically, it's. I mean, I didn't even bother to look after. You know, I've already dismissed it because you've traded JK in a package for Mikal, possibly in another package. Who cares what the rest of it is? The two names that stick out are JK and Mikal Bridges, and bro, that ain't happening. Like, it's like if we were trading JK, Siakam would be a Warrior already. Like, it would have happened a week ago. So sorry, Douglas, but that was bad, man. That is a horrible, horrible scenario. Of course, it could happen tomorrow. And then you come back here and be like, I told you, Rich, I told you. I would still be like, bro, I go off of information. I don't go off of just random theoreticals. Like, I don't go off of GM Douglas Mike's information. I go off of GM Mike Dunleavy's information. And so far, the information says that the Warriors were considering to be in a Siakam deal. And the information further said that the Warriors didn't want to trade JK or Moody. And we talked about the Moody side of the equation 2 nights ago, which was the more interesting part. And then now you're putting JK in a deal for Mikal Bridges? Like, you're running out of scenarios. I'll give you one more. And if that one sucks, then we got to shut you down, man, in terms of like, just not listen to the stuff you're bringing up. Because like, it's not backed by any information. There's zero rumors about Mikal Bridges. Zero rumors about JK after the Siakam deal. Why? Why do you think there are zero rumors about JK now? Because it's sad that JK, that the Warriors didn't want to get rid of JK, and yet now you're putting him in another deal. Oh my God. I don't mean to like be mean to you or whatever, but we're so different than Twitter, man. On here, like we are literally the antithesis of Twitter. Like we actually think through stuff and like present erudite arguments on things, and unless there's something I'm missing, that one doesn't make sense. Good Lord, Douglas, you're running out of comments before I tune you out. Not block you, just ignore you. Why? Because then I start thinking your comment is, you know, low IQ out the gate. You go, oh, you know, the difference is that Siakam was a rental. I mean, the reason why the Warriors didn't trade JK is because we love JK. Joe Lacob loves JK. We love what he's doing, despite the mistakes, but those are mistakes of a third-year player anyways. Like, we see him in our future, just like we talked about Moody. Why would that be anything different than Moody? Like, if we didn't put Moody in the Siakam deal, that means we see Moody as a long-term solution for the Warriors. Same thing with JK. The reason why we didn't talk about it 48 hours ago was because we literally said on this live, we said, oh, we knew that. Like, we just need to watch the games and you would realize that we love JK. Everybody loves JK. Like, this, it makes sense. Like, it all adds up. It's like, oh, okay. If Joe Lacob, if there was a rumor that the Warriors might part with JK, then erase everything that I just said. But the reason why we love JK is because he wasn't in that discussion. Neither was Moody. And therefore, it appears so far, based on actual evidence reported by Ed Kareen of The Athletic. He's a Toronto beat writer. And just like we're just putting two and two together, it's mathematics of journalism. Yours is mathematics of, I don't know what you're doing. NBA 2K? I don't know. I don't know what it is you're doing. What you're doing is like, everybody on here, we don't care for that. Like, we don't look at this stuff on Instagram and like trade scenario. Oh, he's wearing a different jersey. Oh, JK in a Nets jersey. Oh, Mikal in a Warriors jersey. We don't react to that. Like, that doesn't make us go, oh, cool. Like we don't do that. Like, we base everything on actual evidence, like a journalist. Like, I embody Warriors journalism. Like, you're not going to get Anthony Slater, but at least you're going to get someone along those lines. And that's me, because I'm more accessible than him. Tim Kawakami, whatever, like some of the smarter guys out there, John Dickinson. And of course, I will always say that, well, shit, I could be wrong. Tomorrow there could be a trade, Mikal and JK involved in a trade. But that would just blow my mind, right? That would make sense. And we would have to recalibrate and go, all right. And then guess who would be in the interview? Slater. Slater would be like, Mike, The Athletic reported the other day through Ed Kareen, the Toronto Raptors beat writer of The Athletic, that that you guys really like JK. Was Kareen wrong about that? Were we wrong about that? Because all indications were like you weren't going to trade him. And so if you weren't going to trade him for Siakam, who is miles better than Mikal, I won't say miles, who is better than Mikal? He's better than Mikal. Then why would we do it for Mikal? But now I'm giving you too much attention. So anyways, yep, you're gone. I knew you would do that. Same old story. Same type of dudes. Bye-bye, Douglas Mikes. Couldn't resist. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny when dudes, adolescents, exude all the traits of Twitter boys in every facet? That's hilarious. The guy couldn't stand it. He couldn't stand that I was just shooting down everything that he was bringing up with actual information. No, I don't like you, Rich, because you're not entertaining. Bro, there are plenty of guys on Twitter. The whole most popular ones, you know, the usuals. Go tag them on Twitter. You'll get 50 likes. They'll love you. They'll love you. We don't need you. We have zero need for entertainment. I mean, what are you? I don't even like, it's not even smart. Those aren't even smart trade scenarios. I'm doomed, aren't I? Because basketball gods tomorrow, they're going to be like, Rich, it went a little too hard on Douglas Mikes. We're gonna infiltrate Mike Dunleavy's mind and trade JK for Mikal tomorrow. Ha ha, Rich. Be humble, Rich. Season of humility, Rich. That's what's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh my goodness, man. Oh God. Ugh. The stench. Get out of here, Twitter boy. He couldn't stand it. He had to scratch that itch, and then he had to pour the blood of the itch that he scratched onto me. Like, oh my God, dude, stop it already. You scratch your itch, don't involve me in it. You don't need to like scratch your itch and put it over me, and then your blood's dripping on my face, man. Holy smokes. That's the extent of my entertainment. My entertainment will always be making fun of the Twitter boys. Oh my God. If by chance Douglas Mikes is still on, is he? Let's add him. Nope, he's gone. But anyways, Douglas Mikes, if I can speak to the universe, bro, you need to stick with your crowd over there. Don't be coming over here. Ugh. That's like scratching your itch over me. Scratching your itch in the chat room, getting your blood all dirty and infecting us with your virus. your needful adolescent egotistical virus where you cannot find happiness in any other format other than this bullshit shitter app type of takes. Oh my God, dude. Ugh. Grotesque. All right. Oh man. Let me block them on StreamYard so all them comments on StreamYard get deleted. Oh man, I want to vomit at this point. Good Lord. Speaking of vomit, Booker at 52. All right, let's check it out. Who won that one? Phoenix beat New Orleans by 14. Update the standings, and our ugly 18 and 22 looks even worse. At least we're 3.5 up on the Grizzlies. So I guess we're not going to talk about trade scenarios because Infectious Boy is gone. So we don't need to do that. Yeah, Sam Amico. Remember, literally one sentence from Amico on that. He's not the major newsbreaker type. Former Cavs beat writer who hated LeBron when he left Cleveland. It was hilarious how much he hated him. How do I know? Because I liked it when LeBron went to Miami. I was a total Heat guy, and I even tried to start a website. I thought the Heat would win a lot of games, but they struggled, right? And that was my first foray into humility at the NBA level. But back to Sam Amico on Kuzma. The problem I can't figure out is why would Washington want Wiggs or CP3? I can't, like, why? Why would Washington want that? That makes no sense. Like, that doesn't even compare to, like, I could see Wiggins on the Raptors because he's a Canadian. There's your reason. Why would Washington want Wiggins' very long contract? They're trying to clean house, aren't they? So, it's just logic. Like, okay, so someone leaked it to Sam Amico that the Warriors made a phone call, but, like, where's the logic behind that? Why not ask your source, do a little 2 and 2? And that's why guys that write at the national level, this is a former Cavs beat writer, but he's now a national writer for HoopsWire, which isn't the, who? HoopsWire who? I'm not throwing Sam Amico under the bus. He has demonstrated many a time to have sources, and that's fine. But he's never really broken anything big, and yet we might still do a deal. But, like, where is how come the guys that come up with the sources, they don't go the extra mile? Is it because you were busy? Is it because you just don't realize that Washington trading for Wiggins would be just like question mark for a little bit? Nick Young question mark. Like, why would they do that? Like, 2026, 27. What's Wiggs? 26, 27. Wiggs is 26, 27. Like, he's making more than Kuzma. So it's not Kuzma, but you need a contract that can match. So it's Chris Paul. Why would Washington get Chris Paul again? I just never seen that happen before. I get it. Transactionally, he'll come off the books, but it's just kind of weird. Like, that's not good PR with your fans. They're going to boo the hell out of you at that point. They're like, wait a minute, you got rid of CP for Poole, and now we're getting CP. Okay, maybe. I mean, maybe it makes sense. I don't know. When he comes off the books, I mean, that part's obvious. He's a team option. This is wrong. This should be a team option. Why is HoopsHype wrong? That should be a green. This 30 million should be in green. Does it not? But anyways, why would Washington want Wiggs or CP3? And is HoopsHype salary for CP3 next season should be listed in green? All right, I got to take a restroom break because I still have a espresso frap, and those ones are especially make me want to use the restroom. So restroom break, BRB. What should I, oh, you know what we should do here? Let's look at some Deki stuff. Yeah, why not? While I'm at the restroom.
Are you still interested in a solar?
Good for many things. I'm grateful I'm alive.
Everybody in the Heat organization is sending our thoughts and prayers to the Milojevic family. Just horrific news. And then everybody in the Golden State family, we're thinking about them. I know Nico knows his family very well. Darko, obviously, was very close with him. So we're just thinking about them and sending our prayers.
I was a close friend of Nicola's. Ogi, obviously the Serbian basketball community. Deki meant a lot to a lot of people. Left behind an amazing legacy. Yeah, he impacted lives. And it's just tragic, you know, at that young age for him to have that. When we knew he was in the hospital, I reached out to Steve Kerr, and he got right back to me. He was at the hospital with Deki and his family. And when he ultimately passed, Steve let me know that he had passed. And he wanted me to know that Deki, how much Deki loved Nicole and how proud he was of him. And that's what I just tried to share with Nicole. Like, I just went through this with my father. Losing somebody you care about is really hard. And the most important thing for Nicola to know is that Deki did love him. And now it's up to Nicola to carry on his legacy. On the court, off the court, how he lives, and to make sure that, Deki's name is just continued to be talked about. And, it's unfortunate, and we all just are thinking about Deki and his family and the whole Warriors staff.
The first thing I want to say.
All right, I'm back. And we got halftime at Santa Cruz, so I'm going to go back to NBA game, Brooklyn and Lakers. Because it's hard to watch G League games, man. It is tough. And we only got one guy, Gui, in there, and I'm not interested enough yet because we have so many problems with our NBA squad. Right? I'm with you on that one, Bloomer. Definitely. But the Twitter boys can't help themselves. Yeah, Murray, I don't see that happening either. But he does play pretty good defense. And the thing is it seems like the Lakers really want him. So we're not getting rid of Chris Paul. And I don't know about Chris Paul. That's a very movable contract, though. So if you wanted to do something, you could really do something. Yeah, we haven't had a chance really to have some sample size, huh? I agree with Bruce and Zambi. No one moves the needle enough, and that's the issue, isn't it? I guess Kuzma could. He does dedicate himself to defense. He tries. I think his point of attack defense is probably better than JK's, depending on who you're guarding. Like a smaller guy, I'd rather have Kuzma on a smaller guy because JK loves to jab. Let me bite on this. Let me bite on that. Bye-bye, little guy, right? Whereas Luka doesn't really – it's the type of defense that JK provides. Luka doesn't really make you bite so much as overpower you left or right. That's the type of guy you want JK guarding. LeBron, you feel a little safer with JK on those big guys. What you're going to need, you're going to need that at some point in the playoffs. So that's good, whether that's Devin Booker as well. But the shifty dudes, man, JK cannot keep up. Whereas I think Kuzma would have a better sense of containing that kind of, quick guy. So JK's all right on defense, but it just depends. Depends on if he's, guarding a laterally quick guy or not. Versus Luka, LeBron, DBook, more success. Ergo, Kuzma, a little bit better on smaller, quicker guys. So it's a trade-off. Yeah, really, the thing is that we're going to get new guys, whether they're named, Draymond, GP2, or CP3. So that's why I think Dunleavy has to wait until the deadline, basically. Dunleavy might have to wait until near the deadline to make that move that probably isn't going to move the needle that a Siakam deal might have, right? So we'll see. And hopefully nobody gets injured. Somebody gets injured, then you become more desperate. If somebody gets injured, knock on wood, then you might be more desperate. And so those moving timelines make me think he'll wait till the last minute. For example, what's one that you could do at the last minute? For example, you could do what I said, which was, what did I say? Oh, Bruce Brown for CP3, Bruce Brown and Otto for CP3, for example. Now, maybe the Bruce Brown sweepstakes gets rolling and you got to move soon on that one, but I don't know. That's why, again, I don't really want to do Mike's job. Whatever you want to do, Mike, cool with it. I really don't want to spend my brain power on that. I really can't. Even though there's nothing else to talk about. Man, we literally blocked a guy on a no, toxicity day. Crazy, isn't it? Ooh, retired Udonis Haslam's jersey tonight. Number 40, is it? What's Udonis Haslam's number? Haslam jersey number. Yeah, I was 40 as a sophomore and junior. Yeah, I think as a sophomore and junior in high school, I was number 40 because that's all they had. Here we go. Parth gives the explanation. Thanks, Parth. I'm a little slow. I had to use the restroom, obviously. No money guaranteed. HoopsHype has learned contract becomes fully guaranteed, if not waived. So they should make that purple then, right? So they should make that some other color. Shouldn't be black. Black is like set in stone, but that's my opinion on that. Next topic. Have Santa Cruz been killing it? I heard they haven't been killing it. Santa Cruz G League NBA. You know me, OCD journalist. Don't make me look at those standings. Where the hell are standings? Good Lord, billion-dollar company. Have we been killing it? Drum roll. We're 2-5, Bloomer, in the second half of the season. They made it to the semifinals in the last half of the season. And I don't think I would say that's killing it either. Sorry to be that OCD journalist. I can't help it. I just have to look shit up. Imagine that. I looked it up. Cholo in the house. Not to hate on Dean Chambers, but again, the Markkanen thing, that is so, I mean, first of all, it's a three-way trade. I keep telling you guys, do not predict three-way trades, please. But then on the Markkanen one, I was like, all right, Dean, come up with something, because it's something that we can do that proves to everybody else that if we had to, we would do our homework. That's what that article is mostly about. The article is less about the actual trade scenario than it is about the process that you take in doing trade scenarios, which is, why the hell would Ainge do this? And again, I have to remind you, the reason why he's doing that is because basically Dean Chambers, his thesis is that Ainge really wants Jaylen Brown back. So if you want Jaylen Brown, then you got to go through some steps and do this and that. And Golden State would be interested in that. And cool. And then it was also a statement in that the one guy that would be undoubtedly who we want would be Markkanen. I just don't think we have the pieces. But okay, yeah, if you're going to do a 3-way trade for me, whatever. Like, I can't dream of a 3-way trade. And by the way, because Dean wrote that, probably not going to happen. But, you know, we have something to tell all of the trade scenario people on Twitter that, you know, this is the only trade we would do. That's why we did it. Excuse me. Kuzma would make us better. I don't know. Defense, yep. All right. Starman chimes in, but I'm going to nitpick again because that's what I do. I nitpick, but from an informational standpoint. So at least I do that. So go to my website and read the Steph Curry saying, whatever. I dribbled off my foot. That was whatever. Oh my God. Come on, Steph. Did I hear that right? Oh, and the Wiggs outlet to me. Yeah, they gave that turnover on me. What? I'm sitting there going, can we have a little humility on your turnovers? I literally wrote in this article, I said, if that was if that was George Kittle, and he bobbled the football like you bobbled the outlet, that would be a drop. There's not one Niner fan on earth that wouldn't have said that's a drop on George Kittle. So the strikingly lack of humility by Steph on the podium about his turnovers. Then the next day, Steve Kerr goes on Tom Tolbert, which I will transcribe for tomorrow because it's important. He goes, I looked at the tape and it was really about the turnovers. Like, our closeouts were actually not bad. And who said the same thing? I did during the game. I'm looking at the closeouts. Remember? You guys are like, why are you leaving that guy and this guy open and that guy? And I go back and I go, you know, he's not that open. Like, I can understand why Looney doesn't just go all out on Jaren Jackson 3. I mean, he did a pretty decent job. It was a little late, but it wasn't like egregiously late. Saric, remember? What's his name? Gilliard pulls up from 30 feet over Saric. I showed you that. And I said, the defense I don't think is that bad. And I'm just sitting there watching the game. I'm going, Steph, please. But also Dario. 4 turnovers on Dario. He passed the ball to the other team twice in the fourth quarter. And then the next, or days later, a couple days later, it was the next day, Steve Kerr. I watched the game tape, and our defense wasn't that bad. I need that consulting check, Steve. I'm your beacon to the fans, because usually what I say ends up on the podium. I am a beacon. Anyways. And then guess who else said that? Have you watched Draymond's last podcast, which was before Deki had the heart attack? It was during that day. You can see it. It's from the hotel room in Utah. And he said, I looked at the tape and our defense wasn't that bad. But you still got to have pride. But it wasn't that bad. Anyways, Murray hit a massive dagger on the Heat. Yep, JK can improve that part. I agree. Yep. There we go. Kuzma is shooting the 3 better than Wiggins. Let's look it up. BKRef.com, Kyle Kuzma. Dang, 34%. You wish it was higher? You want it to be like 37.5, 40 ideally. That's Klay Thompson level, but that just goes to show you how bad Wiggins is shooting right now, man. Because, I mean, I think Kuzma at 34.6, you don't want it to go any lower than that. Like, you don't want it to be like officially 33%. That's like 34.5 or so is kind of where you want it at a minimum. That's your floor, in my opinion, just based on, comparables. Next up, Kuzma does bring hustle. I do agree with that. Yeah. I do agree with that. And I will add also Kuz, and I discussed this with my Laker buddy, Mark. Remember, Kuz was with LAL. Also, Kuz would defer to Steph and Klay. No problem with get the ball to Steph, Klay, right? Which is the whole point. When you join the Warriors, you better be with that. to a fault. But we talked about that. We talked about that 2 nights ago, and I just said to a fault is to be human. Adding Caruso and Kuzma would maybe be 2 NBA 2K. I know, right? You always got to do the NBA 2K check. Like, is this 2 NBA 2K? Like, this can't be real. And yeah, that's a good sanity check. That's a good sanity check. Oh, I see we got potentially somebody. Wow. I'm really slow on the comments. My bad. 8:01. I'm 16 minutes behind. Damn. Oops. Oh, not to digress, but it's going to be a tough couple games. I agree. I wrote about it. I wrote on the website of Let's Go Warriors that if we go to the latest article, which is the whole, man, nobody liked it yet. I can't do it from here because I'm not logged in, see? But somebody go like my article. Anyway, I did write that, oh, man, it's going to be tough for Looney and JK. Pre-game, they usually do their routines, whether that's actual, post-up moves like Looney or game film prior to the game. Sometimes Deki is with JK, at least he was a couple of years ago. I think this year's more Anthony Vereen. Dario might, we've been talking about Toronto Raptors coach Darko so much. I was thinking Darko, but Dario might also feel some of that. So that part sucks. Yeah, that's average less than 13 turnovers, huh? Kuz and Kuminga could share. Yeah, fashion tips. That's a good one, Bruce. Kuz and Kuminga with the tunnel entrance battles every night. Fashion battles. Yep. Zambi says it must be tough to witness the heart attack and then have to deal with it. And Connor Letourneau of the San Francisco Chronicle wrote about that. He wrote an article. I believe I chopped it up and put it in here somewhere down here where, yeah, you're absolutely right. So he actually wrote about that, Connor Letourneau of the San Francisco Chronicle, and interviewed a couple of psychologists. So go check that one out, San Francisco Chronicle. Oh my God. Uh-oh, we got to trade. Possibly another person addicted to trades coming up. I hope not. But we'll see. We'll see what you have to say. Let's put this up there so we can keep track of the scores tonight. Draymond, I don't know. I think trading Draymond is very, very, very unlikely because of very small sample size, which we talked about 2 live streams ago. I guess I'd be happy to repeat myself if you'd like to, since you're new here, but it always worries me when people come to our community and lead off with trade scenario, which certainly not as bad as throwing, I don't know, Steve Kerr under the bus or kick a man when he's down. Name your warrior who's down right now, Wiggs, let's say, and throw Wiggs under the bus as your first comment. Always very, we honestly, all the blue wrenches on here, we're all thinking the same thing. I hope this guy isn't one of those guys from Twitter, but we'll see. I hope you have a little bit of humility on here because it is a requirement for being in our chat, myself included, but we'll see. Parth tells us to look at Murray's contract. So let's look at Murray's contract. $25 million for an all-star or someone who's made the all-star team. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Parth. Thank you for the erudite suggestion because it's actually helpful. It's helpful information. Unlike, I can't even remember his name, where he wanted to trade JK for Mikal Bridges. That's not helpful at all. Don't be like that guy, new guy, or it's going to be a very short visit to the Let's Go Warriors channel. Oh, man. How many games do G League team? No idea. It's one of the things where you're going to have to Google it. So I know I'm way behind here, but Bloomer, as far as the Santa Cruz Warriors, they made a run in the Vegas tournament, but that was last half of the season. It's akin to minor league baseball when they do the 2 halves of the season. You kind of hit the reset button, and there's so many roster changes in G League that happen that it's legitimately like 2 seasons in one. All right, fair question. How realistic is Mikal Bridges? As I actually said earlier, it only becomes worth your brain power if there is a rumor from a credible NBA journalist. Once there is a rumor from a credible NBA journalist, then we can talk about it. If there is not, please do not talk about it. Simple rule. So we wait. We wait to see if there's a Mikal Bridges. And one easy way, I mean, maybe there is something. You know how you check? It's so easy. HoopsHype. I hate to sound condescending, but HoopsHype, Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges rumors. And they aggregate all the tweets. So you just kind of scroll down a little bit and, okay, that's an injury thing. Oh, constant rumors and links. There has never been evidence that Brooklyn was offered the 3rd pick for Bridges this past offseason. Okay, that's the offseason, though. That's ancient history. So I don't even know what worth is that tweet. Net sources did reject 4 first-round draft picks for Bridges, and HoopsHype has since reported that offer came from the Grizzlies. All right. Okay, so there's that. They want draft picks, which we don't have. Of course, you could finagle it like Dean Chambers finagled the whole Markkanen deal, but that was more, oh, Danny Ainge really wants Jaylen Brown, so he'll make an exception. Here, the story is, and that's totally made up. We don't know. Dean doesn't know if Jaylen Brown is a target of Danny Ainge. But we had to make up something so that he would even do the deal that involved the Warriors. Again, that's on our website. You got to scroll down a bit because it was a while. See all. There's the Markkanen one. And I got to delete this one, but this one is really an addendum to this. But Dean didn't know what he was doing on the website in terms of like publishing stuff. So he got a little confused by what's a draft and what's publishing something without even a picture. Like that's a no-no in journalism. You got to have at least a picture. But I just left it up there because I'm too busy writing all these. But anyway. So looking up Mikal Bridges on HoopsHype's HoopsHype rumor mill page. Looks like he's going to cost draft picks, which we don't have. But then again, we did come up with a made-up way to circumvent that with our Markkanen long shot scenario is what I'll call it. Put the link there if you want to see the Markkanen one. Markkanen Ainge scenario. That's why I made the title an ode to Danny Ainge. Where the hell? What? Here it is. An ode to Ainge. Why? Because Dean Chambers came up with a way for Danny Ainge to acquire Jaylen Brown in the offseason via making space for him by trading away Markkanen. And that whole thing actually involves Levine, which is even more unlikely, but it's a three-way trade, so that's why it's totally made up. And yet, I'm sure Dean could come up to this, hop on this live stream and go, damn you, Rich, that's not fair. Like, I think it could happen. Okay, it's your baby. I get it. If it actually happened, that would be on me for the rest of my life with Dean. We'd be reminiscing at a campfire eons from now and going like, I'd be going, hey, Dean, remember the time when I said your Markkanen deal was far-fetched and going to take a miracle? For the 1,000th time, my bad. Or he'd be like, yo, Rich, go fetch some firewood. Oh, man, why, bro? Remember the Markkanen thing you clowned me on? Oh, my bad. You're right. I'll go fetch some wood for you. It'd be that kind of thing. And then the obvious, Nicole is saying, the Utah Jazz are actually playing very well with Markkanen as we speak. And yeah, I know, right? Like, same reason we won't trade JK, sort of. Like, kind of. Am I really that far behind on the comments? Man. Nicole also says Kuzma doesn't move her needle. Oh, move the needle. Just kidding. Let's see. Man, I'm so far behind. I can't even. Was that after or before? Oh, there it is. I am so slow on the comments. That comment was made at 8:08, and it is now 8:32. I'm going slower and slower. Talking too much. Damn. Damn, bruh. Come on, Rich. Nets GM has made Mikal untouchable. I don't know. Is that true or not? I don't know. Be careful with those. Says who, right? Right? The OCD journalist in me is like, says who? Because we want to cover all bases. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Actually, I think Kuzma would move the needle, at least on point of attack defense. Might be a little bit better, but you're right. It's not a whole lot. I think there's really something. Oh, gosh. What? I won't even mention that because it's lacking a lot. Robbie, come on, Robbie. See what you did? I'm reading the next comment or the next couple. So, yeah. Bloomer saying 34% is solid. I don't think it's enough to move the needle. 34%. All right. Sorry about that. Lost you there for a sec. My browser mysteriously closed. So I got to share the screen all over again, and a little pissed off because like my laptop or browser, one or the other, has been acting up lately. But anyway, now that I'm back, RIP Sports Illustrated. Oh gosh. Let's come back to this. Where did I leave off? Oh, 34%. Yeah, I argued with Bloomer about the 34% three-point shooting. Okay, let's see. Yep, that just goes back to my thing of when you say something like when not Nicole, when somebody on this chat says, I think they should make a move, but I'm not sure for who. That's when I kind of go like, yeah, we can rack our brains for days. So why rack our brains for days? Let Dunleavy rack his brain for days. He's getting paid to do that. And he loves doing that. He loves his job. So I'm not going to rack my brain. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh my God, what move should we make? I know we need to make a move. Like that's for other social media channels that are kind of like, and I'm not picking on Nicole. I'm just trying to establish the theme of Let's Go Warriors. So I appreciate her bringing it up. But yeah, that's an excellent point, right? So that's why I'm like, yeah, don't spend any more brain energy on that. Because that's a great point. And that's why you shouldn't try and think about it too much. I think I lost all my previous comments. That's the bad part of this. Damn it. I got to back it up every now and then. That's what I just learned. You take something bad that happened to you and you go, okay, learning moment. And you go, at least it was on a live stream that doesn't really matter. Like no one's reading the notes of this, but I did lose all of my notes ever since the 114 mark because freaking Chrome, the new version of Chrome, crashed on me. So I'm kind of pissed because we talked about a lot of stuff and I wrote all the notes for nothing because the damn browser. Oh, man. Pisses me off, man. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Can't just write the notes and go over the character limit in the browser. I have to do the Gmail and save it as a backup, even though the formatting on that doesn't copy and paste into Substack later. Blogger problems. Oh boy. Oh, thanks, Parth. Parth clears up that the thing that we saw on HoopsHype basically says, see, that's good journalism. The thing that we just saw on HoopsHype, which was kind of convoluted. I mean, it was a copy paste of a tweet. So I didn't really have good reading comprehension on that one. Thank you, Parth. I have now reached the character limit again, and I will create the backup. Thanks, Hunter Scrivener, for liking the article upon my request. I don't know. Maybe it was some coincidental thing, but assuming it wasn't, that's pretty cool. Today is the Deki live stream. It should have been Dallas Golden State. I wonder when they're going to reschedule. We should look at that at some point, shouldn't we? When will they reschedule? So let's throw that in the comments for someone to do some homework on if they get bored with me. When do you think we'll make up the Utah and Dal game? As I say that, my body is saying, Rich, you drank too much caffeine. So let me put this back up here.
My condolences.
Be right back.
To Deki, his family, and his friends, and the Warriors organization. Great man, and I don't even want to talk about basketball stuff because he's a great basketball mind, but great man, and he'll be sorely missed by everyone.
How did you find out this morning?
I mean, I knew his situation. Steve and I are pretty close.
Yeah.
Steve and I have been texting for a while.
Just in your time there, what did he mean to that organization? And
He meant a lot because, you know, we're all kind of like a family, and so you have your ups and downs with a lot of different individuals at different times, and he never had an up and down with anybody. It was always ups, and that's a unique skill set to have in this business, especially when you command the type of respect that he commanded without getting too high or too low. He was here all the time, and the respect level was tremendously high, and that's very, very, very unique to be able to have that with not most guys or all the players, but all the coaches, all the players, the medical people, front office people. He was just loved by everybody, and he loved that.
Mike, you've been in the game for a long time, and these situations aren't easy. Like, what do you want the Warriors teammates and all that stuff? Like,
Thank you, Mike Brown, and thank you, James Ham, for asking those questions of Mike. Let's get the funny look.
Move forward.
Away. Poor Mike, man. He's about to break up. He's about to just have tears thinking about Deki right then. Feel for you, Mike. I really feel for you, man. That's the part that hits you. That's the part that none of us knew Deki personally, right? But we know enough about the guys. We know enough about Mike Brown. He's been on the podium a million times. So we can really feel that. So if Mike is heartbroken, then we're heartbroken. By extension. And I wanted to say thank you, guys. The only 29 of us that are on right now. How are the Nets doing? They're losing by 4. So maybe we'll go until the end of the Laker game. There's 9:40 remaining in the third. maybe we'll just do that. And I really appreciate being here because as I was taking a break, I saw that my mom texted me to say, "You okay with your car today?" Because, you know, I had to, so many things happened today. Like, so there's a Starbucks near the tire place where I got my tire fixed. And then one dude, so I sit down nice and comfortable. One dude starts playing his laptop super loud, like some news channel. So I roll my eyes and I get up and I go over to around the corner over there. I plop myself down. I'm like, oh, thank God this wall. I can't really hear him and I can hear the Starbucks playlist playing, right? As I digress and tell you a story about myself today. And then the dude 2 seats next to me starts coughing. Like, and it's like, out. Bro, maybe get a napkin and maybe cover that cough up, bro. So then I go back to the seat next to him and he's probably going, why is this guy? And he just left me and now he's back. Okay. And I figured, well, noise is better than getting the flu. So, and the funny thing is somebody else started coughing over there. At that point, I did this. I literally did this. I went like this. Then I went like this. And then I went like this. And then I went like this. And I finished my article. Actually, no, I was in the middle of editing the article. It took a while for me to finish. And that's the problem when you're stressed out about your car all day. You can't really write the article because you're stressed out about your car. You know, you see how it works. You see how stress works, puts you in a survival mode, doesn't let you be creative. Because when you're stressed out, you can't be creative. You can't learn. You can't be humble. You've got this like spidey senses going off as if your car's not right and you just want your car to be right. Like, I just want to be able to drive from point A to point B. So I'm like this and I'm texting my mom and I'm going, hey mom, look at me. I'm at Starbucks. Just trying to make light of the situation, right? And so I finally decide to leave the Starbucks. I'm like, I do not want the flu or COVID or whatever your germ is, bro. Also, the girl in the back, she also did the same thing. So the two of them are coughing up a storm over there. I'm like, I'm out of here, man. And I walk and I'm out of there. And so I just luckily at that point in time, they texted me is like, oh, your car's ready. I'm like, yes, get out of here. All right. Still catching up on the comments. 8:44 p.m. I'm only 6 minutes behind. Oh boy, Nicole. Good luck, Nicole, but not good luck. Of course, you'd be working for, I guess it depends. Oh, man. I must have missed the story about your dad. My bad. Jeez. Holy moly. Oh, man, Bruce. Oh, wow. I have caught up. Don't mind me, Nicole, just making my requisite little stab at the people that stabbed me at one point or another. But I'm, like I said before, I'm trying to reduce the bitterness down to 0%. I'll get there. I'll get there. Every now and then, depending on the day. Today was very Matrix related. Today was very 3D reality type of deal. Like today was hard to feel grateful about life, right? It's hard to do that when you have a flat tire. It just is. It just is. The things start to pile on. You start to give the people that's coughing within a 10-foot radius of you more the evil eye. So that's not really me. And it was a tough day, right? Oh boy. Oh boy, Nicole. Now we're talking gosh. We're getting into stuff that's probably not appropriate for any YouTube channel, come to think of it. You know how they get about, unspoken topic A and unspoken topic B, or topic that shall remain unnamed and topic that shall remain unnamed. Yeah. Wouldn't want to be demonetized for any of that. Is it the fourth quarter in LA yet? Third quarter, 7 minutes left. Oh boy, are we even going to make it? Well, we got to root for the Nets, and they're up. I think they were trailing earlier. Now they're up, and then they just threw the ball to Anthony Davis. What's up with that? Great. Austin Reeves doing things. Oh, wow, you're in Serbia? Oh, cool, man. I don't even know how to spell that. At Serbian. What can you tell us about Deki? Ah, crap. I missed it. We have time. We have time to go look at stuff if necessary. But that's pretty cool. We have someone from Serbia. Welcome. What should I put in this little? Oh, I'll put Deki. Yeah, I'll put Mike Brown. That's fine. Yeah, lean back here. Yeah, we got a Serbian. I know somebody who's Serbian as well. She is in Serbia right now, and I was like, hey, do you know any diehard basketball Serbians that would want to talk about Deki here? And she goes, actually, no. It's just my family. Oops. Well, I tried. I shot my shot. It didn't work. Oh, I hope I did another screenshot earlier. Oh, please. Yeah, that was Bruce. And then we got a Serbian. And that will make me go, and I've got to go do Twitter right now. BRB. Wow, my mom sent me a dislike on a text, but it was for the fact that I told her I had to pay $60 on the warranty for the new tire. The new tire was covered in the warranty of the old tire, but now you have to pay $60 for the new warranty, which you have no choice. You have to do it. Like, I can't risk it again. You just have to keep paying warranties on your tires. What are you going to do, right? Twitter time. Give me a moment. Got to make a little graphic of you fine people. And I failed to do that. Nicole and Bruce and the new Serbian, which I can't even pronounce, Boyan. Must be Boyan, right? Oh, man, we got Boyan in the house. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Those three make it a story-looking deal. Put the layout one on top of each other. Background is black. Erase the watermark. Wait 30 seconds for the watermark to disappear because I only got the free version. And check out your comments. Look at the box scores. Oh, CP3 has a new commercial, I guess. Oh, cool, Nicole. Oh, just reading all of that. So let's throw that in the comments for people to see. If I can just type. And we're at the 157 mark. Oops. There we go. Oh, that's better. Okay. And then part 2 is they always sat in the same seats. And part 3 is right there. And then we'll look at Boyan's comment. And there is Boyan's comment. Oh, I should have put this one. We have time. Nah, that's good. Good stuff, though. Wow, we have an English-speaking Serbian, and that's exciting. You guys have very good English. Man, we have a Serbian in the chat. What an honor. Absolute honor. Oh, thanks, Amy. I have a loving mom. Yeah, I know. She can be a little much sometimes, though. Like, for example, it's a good example as I try and figure out. Oh, I was doing photo. Okay, cool. For example, Oh, dude. I messed up. Oh. Messed up on my graphic. Hold on. So, for example, I would want to like go to her house and do some laundry because there's no laundromat where I live. She'd be like, you got to do it before 4 or 9 p.m. because that's when they told us is the most energy saving times. It's like, oh, I'm one person. I'm not going to like change the environment by me doing my laundry at 6 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. I mean, are you serious? It's like, and my dad can't stand it either. And he's like, the problem is with the corporations doing all that. You don't blame us little people. We're just trying to survive. But I get it. And so do I show up before 4? Yes. Tomorrow I've got to go home and do my laundry. I'll probably go at 2. But it's like to make it there before 4, which is way before the game. So maybe I'll sleep in late tonight so I can just take a nap over there before the Niners game. Oh man, PhotoGrid snuck a watermark in there. I hate PhotoGrid, man. Why do I use PhotoGrid? Because I have no choice. I don't know other ones. All right. Thank you, Bruce and Nicole. We have a Serbian in the house. Make that blue. Oh, Lord. That is not how you type. I got to grab the YouTube link. So hold on. I'm on Twitter right now trying to promote this live. You know how that goes. Slow process. What? Link did not work. There we go. Oh, man. I did not do that very well. Good enough. Shoot. Screw it. Oh, the Twitter version is going to suck. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Boom. That's good. Put it in the live category. Oh, our bell's in the house. Took you so long, bro. Oh, because the notification doesn't go out? Yeah, not bad. I don't know what to do about the Twitch people. Doesn't Twitch automatically schedule it? I don't know. Okay, copy, paste. One, two, three. Yes, sir. Boom. Post was sent. Yeah. Just do this. Cool. Done. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, you got to pick your battles with the mom and dad, man. Oh, Lakers down by 10 at the end of 3. Ha ha. Amy. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, back to Deki. Darko Rajokovic was on the podium the other night. It's on this one if you look at it later. Right there. There's also Bogey Bogdanovic said some really cool things. And Darko was like, yeah, now we won't get to share our dreams anymore. So that was really sad. Just like Mike right here, really sad about the whole situation. But this was a couple days ago, so still in the grieving period. Yep, my mom's ready to. She's like Douglas Mike doing trade scenarios. Got that itch to push the trigger on the nuclear. George W. Voice. Nuclear. My mom's ready to use the nuclear weapons. I never thought it could get worse than George W. George W. was awful. You ever see the documentary from, I forgot his name, but he does a lot of good documentaries. Michael Moore. Yeah. but it got worse. Oh, man. Don't demonetize me, you Trumpsters. They ruled Twitter, though, so I don't know, man. That'd be funny if we got demonetized that way. But there's nothing else to talk about right now. Should we call it a night? I kind of want to call it a night. What else is there to talk about other than we talked about Sam Amico and the Warriors are rumored to be in trade talks for Kuzma, and that's it. There wasn't any additional thing. And then we also talked about there's another guy that does sources that said that like Cleveland and another team might be interested in Wiggins. Not much to go on. And we need to hear more for that to really get the wheels of the train moving. And, you know, kind of need to hear from Shams or Woj, like, so-and-so are in serious talks for so-and-so. That's when the rubber hits the road. So there's that. Excuse me. Nothing really of that nature yet. And like I said earlier, if I were going to trade, say my idea was more sentimental idea, as we talked about 48 hours ago, I want to get Otto Porter back, man. You know, I mean, like, he played 63 games for us and then like no more than 15 for Toronto and Washington before us. And it's like, man, is Celebrini a magician or what? But, you know, I did the CP3 for Otto Porter and Bruce Brown scenario kind of because I want Otto Porter back on the team as a feel-good. And why not? We need a little feel-good in that locker room, don't we? I think we do. And Bruce Brown is like that dude, number 4 on the Nets, small guy that just caused a turnover on LeBron. You know, Bruce Brown is the epitome of that. Oh, that's Lonnie Walker. Is that Lonnie Walker? Is he playing right now? Let's look at the box score. Maybe that's not Lonnie. Yeah, that is Lonnie Walker. Wow, I was this close to being super embarrassed of naming the wrong guy. So he has incentive to play well this game. But, you know, Bruce Brown, Lonnie Walker, same body type. And, you know, I mean, I don't really care if we get Bruce Brown and Otto Porter for CP3. It's just a little feel-good sentimental thing. What else is going on? Oh, Bruce is in, yeah. Oh, yeah. When's Moody coming back? Let's go look at HoopsHype. Rumors. Search Moody. Moses Moody. Oops. I said Moody. Moses Moody. Main rumors. No, see, that's why I guess got to go right back to Google. HoopsHype Moses Moody. And then it will come up with the rumor page for Moses. And then you go to see Jake Fisher was doing that one. Out at least 10 days. Yeah. He'll be reevaluated in 10 days from Kendra Andrews, and that was 1 week ago, so 7 days ago. Let's look at that tweet. Tweet was on how do you close this? Oh my God, interstitial. There we go. 1 week ago. Give me the exact date. Damn you. whatever. Let's say 7 days ago. So 3 more days, he'll be reevaluated. Oh. So Moody, probably 3 more days before a reevaluation. You are a Nuggets fan. Oh, thanks for paying respect. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. Appreciate it. Nuggets are playing well. They played well tonight. I saw the end of it. KCP played excellent defense on Jason Tatum. Fade away at the buzzer, 2-pointer to tie it. Send it into overtime. He missed. He missed badly. And you credit KCP on the length. He's an underrated defender. Steph has trouble with KCP. He just does. Oh, I don't really want to talk about our troubles, though, but yeah. Good for you, man. You should be a Nuggets fan. So KCP causes trouble for Steph. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. GP2 update. Let's see. HoopsHype. Gary Payton 2. Rumors. Scroll down. Yeah, this was BS. This was an opinion by Shams that everybody thought was fact. Oh, I already wrote about that on the website. Reevaluated in 3 weeks, and that was 2 weeks ago. So about 1 more week before reevaluation for GP2. And as I type all of that, I realized I forgot to copy that into the actual description. Damn it. Ooh. Oh, there we go. I should tell you guys that, and I told you this 48 hours ago. Oh, thanks for January 12th. Which one? Moody, right? January 12th. Bruce says Moody tweet was at January 12th, so give that 10 days. Or are you talking GP2? I'll assume it's Moody. Someone's got to ask Moody on the podium. Someone's got to go, how do you feel about the trade rumor that said the Warriors didn't want to trade you? Jokic almost got a triple-double again. Jeez, man. Thanks, Bruce. Chosen minion in the house. Oh, excuse me. Oh, here's a question for the Serbian, which I don't know how to type Serbian letters, so I can't at you, but I'll try my best. Did Jokic talk at all about Deki at the postgame? And I can go look at the NBA database for this. Let's go see if Jokic was on the podium. And it's been a while, so they would have uploaded it onto the database if they had it. But they don't, because the last time he was in the database is January 6th. That sucks. Maybe we can go to Twitter and look around. Let's go to Twitter and look around for some Jokic content. Oops. Search Jokic. Just search on Jokic Media. See if there's a post-game video. 6 seconds, probably not it. And this is the video that I have. 1:15 right here. Oh, I don't know if I can play it though. Let me play this offline.
Nicole, you guys just did what no team.
I'm gonna have to play this offline, meaning I can't play the video over here per usual. So I will hear the audio over here.
No team has done this year in the NBA, and that's beat the Boston Celtics here in this building. What did it take to get that job done?
I mean, they scored 100 points. You know, I think they're a really good offensive team, and we took care of the defense today, and that's why we won the game, I think.
The final 2 defensive possessions, you defend with about 14 seconds left. They call timeout. You have to defend again. Walk me through your mentality there.
I mean, we had a foul to give, so we know even if they catch it, we can foul, so that's going to take a couple seconds off. But KCP did a really good job. That's why he's probably first team NBA defense. So it was a tough, interesting game, and I'm glad that we won.
You and Jamal combined for 69 of the total 102 points. What led to that type of production between the two of you?
I mean, Jamal played really good the last quarter. He scored 12, I think, or 14 something in the last quarter. He was a really good energy guy for us, and he didn't want to lose today. He got a dog inside of him, and he was amazing tonight.
Big night for you too. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're not going to talk about Deki on a Nuggets broadcast, let alone ESPN. Too bad. So let's get out of here. Let's go to just Twitter and see what there is over there. Let me get out of there. Boom. Whoops. Close the wrong window. Okay. Back out of there. Okay. Oh. Murray hits the game-winning three-pointer. Oh, that makes him, more attractive, maybe, as a trade bait. Don't know. Yeah. Oh no. X-ray on her injured leg, Cameron Brink of Stanford. That sucks. That's straight from Janie McCauley on the scene. Probably at Stanford, considering Janie doesn't travel to games, and for her to type that in to her phone usually means Janie is at the game. So I'm 98% sure that Janie is at the Stanford game, and Cameron Brink got hurt and has to take an X-ray on whatever injury that is. Here's Jimmy Butler post-game talking about Udonis Haslem. Tara Vanderveer won, so she's got 1,202 wins in her career. We have 8 minutes left on the Laker Nets game. Brooklyn is up by 16. Go Nets. Let's go Nets. And then later on, let's not go Nets because we got to play them. I think I'm catching up to some of the older tweets. Tate McRae, don't know who that is. Olivia Rodrigo, I know who that is. Jamal. I saw the highlights. Man, Jamal and those one-legged fadeaways, Boyan. A thorn in my side. That's what he did against us last game. Fadeaway one-legger, fadeaway one-legger, fadeaway one-legger. Nuggets win. I would say we tend to not root for the Nuggets here, if I'm being honest. But that's what we do. There's that silly cardinal tree that I can't stand of Stanford. Of course, I went to Cal, so I'm a little biased. At least we have a normal mascot. Kinda normal in that it's a bear, but it's a creepy bear. Oski. Oh, Natalia Bryant with her uncle Pau Gasol. Oh, man, Murray had a game-winning shot in 2 straight. I didn't realize the other game winner that I saw on social media was like the last game. That's nuts. We're getting the purse lip dude because Tyler Hero called game against, and then I don't know what happened. Tyler Hero and Tyler Hero called game, but it wasn't game because Murray, because this is a Atlanta Hawks reporter that was there. Hornets beat the Spurs. What? Wow. Santa Cruz and Ontario was a close game an hour ago. Don't know what happened. Let's click on Santa Cruz and see how they did. Final. We won by 1. Check out the uniforms, man. That's nuts. Cohan era. The little bit of orange. Hey, we're not bad. Getting there. Santa Cruz. I guess we'll stay on until the Laker game finishes and we can rejoice in another Laker loss or hang our head further if they win. Devin Booker, 52 points. Yeah, I'm tired of scrolling. It's another reason I don't like Twitter. Scroll every single time. I'm tired of it. Yeah. I saw that, Boyan. I saw that on 2 nights ago. I talked about it. I went on the Lakers, one of the Lakers podcasts, live streams that we're friends with. So every time Warriors play the Lakers, we both exchange information. They're like us, but for the Lakers. And I went on there and I told them that I was on Instagram. I saw Partizan Basketball Club had made it free for everybody to attend that game. Free. Are you going to go? You should go. And please wear black to support Deki. They're letting fans in for free to watch Partizan versus Mega, the old team that Deki became coach at. Deki played for Partizan. And I was like, now that's what basketball's about. That's what you do. You get it. You get it. You Serbians, you get it. I love it. That's what you do. And that's coming up on January 22nd, which would be January 21st for us. But yeah, can't wait to hear about that. I probably won't watch it even though Alan Smilagic is playing for Partizan, former Warrior. Maybe I'll chime in if there's a way to watch it. I have no idea how to watch it. Is it on Stream East? Pacers down by 6. Oh, you're attending that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Are you on IG? Let me know so I can follow. Even though there'll be tons and tons of social media on that, I'm sure. But that would be cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They had the outdoor game with the flares. Oh my gosh. You Serbians are nuts, but I love it. It's a good nuts. Oh, Smiley's doing amazing for Partizan. Oh, that's cool, man. Alan! Yeah, I think his style of play fits. We have a legitimate Boyan in the chat. You know why that's interesting, Boyan? Because my co-host who can't be on right now, he's working because it's a Friday night. He loves Bojan Bogdanovic, who is Croatian, yes. Bogi is the one that's Serbian, but I hope I'm right. Let's look it up. Bojan Bogdanovic. Wiki. Croatian, yep. But we love Bojan because he fits the Warriors like a shooter and, you know, plays European style of basketball. Yeah, you know, I should ask you that. Do a lot of Serbians like Warriors other than Nuggets just because of Steve Kerr style system like European ball? I know, right? Yeah. So can you follow me? Can you follow me at Let's Go Warriors on IG? And then I'll see it, and then I'll follow you back. Man, what an honor. We got a Serbian in the house. Yeah, Dean Chambers still wants to trade for Bojan somehow, but man, let's text him right now. Let's text Dean and remind him to do that if he wants. But back then we were going to do the Jordan Poole for Bojan. And then, you know, fill out the rest of it. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, that was the central thesis of that. Arbel. Yep. Oh yeah, Dario. Dario is Croatian as well, right? Maybe that's something you can teach us about some more. Dario Saric. Where is it? Croatian. Is there a big difference? is there a big difference, or what's the relationship like when there's, you know, Croatian versus Serbian? I have a friend and she really likes Steph Curry. Oh, okay. But mostly support Serbian players. Gotcha. Jovic. We got Heat fans. Yep. We're learning so much from Boyan tonight. This is awesome. Also in the future, please come visit our streams during Warriors games, if no Nuggets game. It's an honor to have you. Really. Oh, yeah. Deki had 11 NBA draft picks come through him at Mega Basket. That's insane. 11 in 8 years. Like, that's insane. That's just insane. That's a lot. That's legendary. That is literally legendary. And I clicked on this, totally forgot. Deki was right there. Let's go back to Twitter, see what's going on in the world of Twitter. That's just select people that I follow that are notification-wise. I do have this list over here that we should probably follow more, which is the GSW list. Should follow that tonight. But it has, you know, a little too much. Whereas my notifications are more cream of the crop, that are more like people that would show you behind the scenes videos. I've got random stuff here. Jason Calacanis, like he's a venture capitalist. Look at that boat. Look at that yacht. That cruise ship. Jeez. When's that coming? Late stage capitalism is absurdly comical. This new cruise ship has 23 restaurants, full water park, ice skating rink. Jesus. Look at that. Look at that beautiful ship. So this has a little bit too many, you know, bloggers and stuff. I think I want to go back to my notifications. Did we try to guess when we would make these games up? The one that forces Dallas to travel here seems tougher. Top 5 in MVP are all international. God, that's incredible. I guess Shea being one of them is kind of, you know, gets away with that being called international. But even though I count Canada as sort of non-international, but I'm nitpicking because I'm a OCD journalist. Oh, getting tired here. How much time left on that Laker game? Yay, 2:56 left. I can soon eat dinner. All right, let's learn some more stuff from Boyan. Serbia and Croatia are real rivals in all sports because we had a stain on our past due to wars. So every game between Serbian and Croatian clubs, fans are impassioned about the games. Oh, that's neat, man. Oh, thanks, Boyan. We got Boyan in the house for future ones. And I'm going to try to go to Instagram right now and try to follow him. If you follow me. But I get it. Like, you know, there's tremendous respect for each other too. It's just like when I used to play in the California Filipino leagues, and then you had Japanese leagues, and then you had Chinese leagues. There would be great respect between Lakers just threw the ball to Nick Claxton. Was that Steph Curry? No, I'm kidding. They have their garbage team in there, so garbage time team. Oh, look at Mikal doing some crazy stuff. They waved off the N1. But anyway, Nets are being careful here. Up 20, still got their main guys in there. Cam Johnson and Mikal still in there. I wanted to say that, yeah, so normally, well, we wouldn't be bitter rivals because we never had like wars or anything between Filipinos and Japanese, let's say. Actually, there might have been back in the day, Japanese, Chinese, but it's really not like that anymore as we all immigrated to California and lost sight of our history. But I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Japanese have slaughtered millions of Chinese back in the day. This is way, way back. But do I really care about that if I was playing against a Japanese league team full of Japanese Americans? No. Would there be a bitter rivalry? Technically, no. But we have great respect for each other. Like, if we ever played in tournaments where there would be an awesome amateur Filipino team in California against an awesome amateur Chinese team, we would have great respect that, oh yeah, you Filipinos, you got more athleticism on your squad. Whereas the Chinese team, like I was talking about, Alpine Striders, they'd be like, oh, you guys are fundamentally sound. And the Filipino team might be Ling Nam or Pac Rim. Maybe you've heard of those. I know those guys back in the day. LeBron's so mad. Yeah. New channel. Remember, I got the NBA close-up channel, but I haven't done anything with it. But in case we don't make the playoffs or we get bounced early here, the Warriors do, then I will try to focus attention on that one. But that one is so small, like 20 followers or something ridiculous. An NBA up close channel. But as long as there's a Warrior involved in anything like Team USA, let's say Steph Curry plays for that, then we will go all in on this channel for that. Oh, cool. Yeah, my friend that's a Laker fan, Mark, my buddy Mark, he was born on a military base. And they all like the Lakers, of course, because it's more of back in the day. Obviously, the Warriors have they've caught up to a point where they're now an international team, particularly Japanese fans, because Rakuten is a Japanese company that is the primary sponsor, other than Chase, is the primary sponsor of the Warriors. Rakuten is. So they handle all the international stuff, and so it's Japanese focused. The CEO of Rakuten is Japanese. And but there should be no surprise that a Filipino on a military base is going to root for the Lakers. They are the #1 brand internationally. So that's my Filipino military base story for you as well. Yeah. Team USA would be a must watch. Lakers game just ended. So let's go to ESPN, update the standings. Thanks, Brooklyn. Just be sure to play crappy against us. When's the Brooklyn game? It's coming up. Remember, I named them as one of the teams we had to beat in the next 10. The 10th game, the first out of 10 being Memphis, then Utah postponed, then Dallas postponed. So now we got Atlanta, then we got the Kings back-to-back, although at home. Then the Lakers, Saturday the 27th. Then the Sixers on the 30th. The Grizzlies in Memphis again, February 2nd. At Atlanta, February 3rd. At Brooklyn, February 5th. So February 5th, that's the one that is right before the trade deadline. Oh, man. So you take those 2 games out, we got to win all of those games other than maybe the Sixers because they're awesome. I would accept a loss on that day. And I will accept a loss at home against Sacramento. All of this is in the article that I wrote. That was, can Draymond solve the season of humility? Well, we got a little derailed by the Deki passing away, but it might help us. You never know. So I have that on the schedule coming up. Go read that. Although it is a long read, but I hope it's interesting. Sorry, that comment was a little convoluted, but you know what I mean. I'm doing my notes as timestamps in the description and the comments coming up. And so, oh man, so we got to go 1-0. We got to beat Atlanta, then maybe lose to the Kings. Okay, fine. 1-1. Then we got to beat LA at home, 2-1. Then we got to probably lose to the Sixers, 2-2. Then we got to beat Memphis in Memphis and get them back, 3-2. But then we have a back-to-back, but we got to beat the Hawks because the Hawks are, the Hawks are 18-23, and we damn well better beat an 18-23 team if we ourselves are 18-22. And by the way, we didn't play 2 games, and they've only played 1 more game than us. That's how quirky the schedule is. So what did I say? We're going to beat the Hawks, lose to Sacramento, beat LA. I'm just making a benchmark, 2-1. Lose to the Sixers, 2-2. Beat the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis, 3-2. Beat the Hawks back-to-back, 4-2. Beat Brooklyn, 5-2. So by February 5th, after the Brooklyn game that night, by Feb 5th, we better be 5-2, which is 23-24. We better be 23-24 after beating BKN that night. If we're not 23-24, then I give Dunleavy the green light to change the team. I mentally give Dunleavy the green light to go ahead and make a change. But if we're 5-2, then I would, if we go 5-2 and we're 23-24. But I had said we had to beat Utah, then lose to Dallas. So 24-25. Yeah, it adds up. That's my take. If we're not 23-24 by the night of February 5th, go ahead, Mike. Push that button and make a change. Trade somebody. I hope it's not JK. I would have understood it if it was Moody, but it sounds like we're not trading Moody because that's what they reported. Go look it up on HoopsHype. And I really don't think we'll trade Draymond unless he gets suspended again or is ejected, or, you know, if he does that, then I can understand that. But I don't think we're giving up on the Trinity just yet. Like, that just wouldn't make sense. Because that's what we're doing. We're not implementing anything. I said during this time off, now would be the time if you wanted to say, let's do a pet play for Jonathan Kuminga. Let's get the ball to Jonathan Kuminga in crunch time. We saw it in Chicago. Steph Curry said, oh, let me post up JK right here. So there's a glimmer of that possibly happening, and I've been saying that the last 3 or 4 live streams. But as far as I know, they won't do that because it's hard to change like that on the fly. You literally have to have the wheels fall off, which is the whole thing about dynasties. And Boyan, if you're listening to this for the first time, that's what we do on here. We contemplate these things in an erudite manner, and we consider all the things that are happening. And so I just don't see us going away from get the ball to Klay, get the ball to Steph, do it through Draymond, period. And JK, you will do that as well. But then you might slip a screen here or there and score that way. It's still not, oh, get the ball to JK. That's not the primary focus. Unfortunately, we kind of want that. But then again, Draymond hasn't really had a lot of games as full Draymond. Will we get full Draymond against Atlanta on Wednesday? Wednesday, right? Or is it Tuesday? Next game is Wednesday. Yeah. So are we going to get full Draymond in terms of 100% conditioning, start the game, or really just play 32 minutes or more? That counts as a full Draymond. And are we going to get that? We need sample size on that. Anything else to talk about? I mean, that's basically it. It's going to be a tough little tiny window here we have till February 5th, because February 7th, we're playing the Sixers in Philly. February 8th, we're playing Indiana in Indiana. So that's why I say February 5th. So I don't know that, you know, if we suck, if we continue to suck through February 5th, then I think you got to do something. Kind of out of desperation, because the trade deadline is coming up, and you're not going to be able to change the roster after that by all that much. Probably at all, because, and I know that GP and CP are coming back, and Moody, but it's like, if you really want to change the roster in terms of other than just play better, You can't do anything but play better after that trade deadline if you do nothing. So again, I want to thank you for allowing me to go live here and for you to join us, all of you, because it's like, it's exciting for me because it's like, oh, I get to go talk with our friends, even though right now we got only 26 concurrents. It's cool to just meet up all the time with guys that are loyal to us. And I'm with Starman. I think we can right the ship. Win all those. Exactly, Bruce. I'm with you. I'm just giving them a little bit of a buffer. But yeah, we should freaking win all of these damn games, right? Draymond needs to cool his head a bit, play more basketball. Yep. Yep. All right. Let's call it a night unless there's any other topics. And what we do here, Boyan, is we go to Steph Curry to lead the Just Us chant or the Just Us thing. Next live. Monday. Oh, I forgot to announce. My fault. I hope Boyan hears this. Monday, the 22nd, we will have a trade scenario live with Brett Siegel of Clutch Points. So be here or be square. I forgot we were going to have that in the description. I said the next live stream would be for the Hawks game. It's not. It's actually the trade scenario one. And I'm super jazzed about that. Be here, guys. Dario accepted your friend request. Nice. Hey, maybe because he saw I was following you. Who knows? Or this. Probably that. So we're going to do the Just Us. Come here live Monday night, 7 o'clock. Brett Siegel will be here. Maybe we'll go 6:45. I forget what I told Brett. He said he could do it anytime up till 8 p.m. We'll have Dean. Dean, you better be here. You said you're going to be here. You got to be on time. When you say you can make it, you got to be here when Brett is here. And let me see if Boyan follow me here so that I can follow him back. Boyan BV started following you, and I just requested a follow back. Yes, sir. Let's do Just Us. All right, guys. See you Monday. Brett Siegel, Trade Talk. Might as well. We got Brett.